So this is the final pattern in stage 1 of my gymnastic groundwork course. So this is the end of the first 8 weeks and shows kind of pretty much everything that you'll teach your horse at the beginning. So to start off with, we're just working on, can we just lengthen the walk along the track, and then can we switch to a slightly more collected walk. So all of these exercises are taught in the first 8 weeks, and these patterns are just, they're non-competitive, they're just fun little patterns that incorporate a lot of the exercises that you teach your horse along the way, so that you have kind of some focus and something to practice, and it keeps it really varied and interesting as well. So then at the top we come onto a circle. Now we introduce lunging. We use around the round pen or the reverse round pen, but also teach how to lunge without it as well. And around here just practicing a few different bits that we've worked on. So again, some voice transitions. So it's your choice at this stage whether you use the round pen or you don't. I'm just getting it to stretch down around the circle. And then collect a little again. So some, again, beginning changes of balance. So this is just a really nice way to see all of the different exercises that we work on. Obviously, this is not a training video, so all of these exercises are broken down into exactly how to teach them and the order to teach them and all the rest of it. But this is just an example. So we've got quarters over. You can see that was a nice step under from Rowan. Back to the track. Teach walking walking straight down the track in a nice relaxed walk as a default behaviour, and then in between the two poles and a halt and a back up through the pole corridor. You can see Rowan has a little wobble where she thinks she's to go over the pole, so I just explained to her that it's going back and then walk on again. So I teach all of the exercises using a target and also with a head collar and lead rope, and I like to do it both ways with both horses, but it's also up to you and your horse. And this bit's shoulders over, and again you can see we just have a little bit of confusion. And none of this is anything to worry about. We'll get it sorted and we get some really nice clear steps across with the shoulders. So this kind of encompasses the whole kind of vibe that I train with, where it's all very relaxed. We're just really prioritising the connection, the communication between you, making sure that your horse is really confident, it's really relaxed, and if you have some wobbles, it doesn't matter. We just stay calm, get reconnected, and carry on. And then here we're working on just some lateral flexions while standing on the pedestal. Only earlier that day I'd been doing backing off the pedestal with Rowan, so she was convinced it was to back off. So I was like, hey, well, let's just come around again. So again, we teach horses how to step onto pedestals, all 4 feet at the beginning. All of these bits: walking, backing up, lateral flexions, extending, collecting, going on a circle. And then finally understood this exercise, and she could stand still and flex towards me. Really nice.
Nice job.
And then we come around in a shallow loop, so we're coming off the track, looping over the 2 poles and back to the track. Now, again, we introduced poles at the beginning of this, and Rowan was very, very frightened of poles when I first started. We've got a whole pole fear video featuring 3 different horses overcoming their fear of poles. So if you've got a horse who's worried about poles, it's a really great place to start. And poles are such a fantastic exercise for body awareness as well. And they really go hand in hand, the confidence and body awareness. The more body aware they are, the more confident they are. So it's you can't really separate them. Here, just looking for a little bit of inside bend on the circle. Using the round pen is such a great way to introduce lunging. I came up with the idea for the around the round pen quite a few years ago to begin working with horses in movement while having a barrier between us. So that was specifically for some difficult horses I was working with at the time, but it's actually an exercise that I use all the time for so many horses. That we're just collecting the walk again a little bit. For so many horses, because it's a really fab way to introduce circles and to introduce the concept of lunging for the horse. It's so clear because they just follow the rail. Back out onto the track again. Rowan's like, hey, I was enjoying that. Can we carry on that exercise, please? Like, how about we go this way? And quarters over the other way. And you can see that all of this is really slow and controlled. I really prioritise slow, relaxed, confident, controlled movements to really build that body awareness. And again, a shallow loop the other way, coming off the track. The other direction. And then backing over the pole. So again, Rowan, the pole touching Rowan's feet was a major cause for concern when we started. So I taught her that touching the pole with her feet was a really good idea, and as you can see, it's become one of her favourite things to do. Back to the track. And then asking her to bend down and around. You can see that lovely curve through her body. She was so stiff and heavy on that shoulder when I started that these exercises have been so beneficial to teach her how to bend. And we really focus on increasing the suppleness of your horse from side to side, but do it really slowly and progressively so that it's such a fun, relaxed exercise for you and your horse. You should both enjoy working together on these. Come across and halt. And then here we're just doing some rock back. So here she's just got to shift her weight back onto the hind legs. You see she squares up there. We're looking for holding the weight on the hind legs, just engaging the core a little bit and lightening and rounding the front. And see if she can hold it for a moment. So you can see a really clear weight shift back there, and then she just held it steady. So we got the square and lost the square, no problem. And then again you can see a really clear shift back. But yeah, it's all really relaxed and very much about the you and your horse enjoying your time together. I call it connection training, not perfection training. And then we've got the shoulders over the other way. So you see she's just stepping nicely across the shoulders there. So these is isolating the body parts, the quarters over and shoulders over, really making sure that they can have the body awareness and coordination to isolate those body parts. And then back up on the pedestal to finish. So if that looked like fun to you and you liked our relaxed vibe, then you'll love our gymnastic groundwork course. So this is in the Connection Training Club in the Home Study Courses library. So these are all jam-packed full of step-by-step training videos, and the gymnastic groundwork course is no exception. It has loads of training tutorials for you. So it's all about how horses move, and it begins with looking at what you're training and why. What exactly is gymnastic groundwork? How should horses move naturally? Why do our horses need this? It's kind of like a yoga or Pilates class for horses that we're working on, but this module is all about understanding how the different exercises benefit your horse and what exactly you're looking for. So it's perfect if you're not sure how horses should move or what you're looking for from your horse. Then we move on to the practical training exercises, and these begin really simple, just with leading, and build from there. Now in the pattern you've seen loads of different exercises and movements that we've trained, and these are all trained progressively, and we begin very gentle, very simple, and as you've seen, we go for connection, not perfection. So it's all about creating a relaxed learning environment for you and your horse. And it builds up with, just wherever your horse starts. So for example, the pole work begins with just a single pole, and there's a whole video on working with horses who have a specific fear of poles before moving on to more of the advanced pole exercises that we do in this course as well. So there's plenty there, so much inspiration. We also use boards, pedestals, foam mats. We get out of the arena and use the natural environment, as well as teaching horses how to carry themselves and better and how to move better in the arena. From there it moves on to, lateral exercises, trot, canter, circles, and of course more advanced exercises too. So there's loads to work on. And if you like the sound of that, then head over to connectiontraining.com and check out our CT Club. It's a membership site. You get instant access to the whole of the course, in fact all of our home study courses. As soon as you join, you can cancel any time, and we've got loads of stuff going on too. We've got a brilliant community from all around the world who are so friendly and supportive. We have regular challenges, we do Q&As, we've got a really active forum, you get your own training journal, so there's loads of bits and pieces on there, and Rachel and I would absolutely love to see you and your horse as part of the CT Club too.